First things first, Shalu. So wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are on the planet, just recognize your day has been what it's been so far. You've been in your world, moved, ups and downs, busyness, surprises, what we call life has been going on. That builds up certain momentums, unconscious tensions can be held, the mind could be preoccupied with something that happened at work or a relationship. All these wheels are spinning. A simple way of thinking of Shalu would be unspinning the wheels, letting them become still, returning toward presence, toward wholeness. The image just came of when I was growing up, my mother would say, "Don't you need a timeout?" Like, oh, I need to stop my whirling and busyness and take a time out. Shalu is a way of taking a very deep time out from the world, the spell of the dream we've been living in, without maybe even knowing we're living in it, thinking it's truth and reality. And beginning to rest, become that field into which these pearls of wisdom can truly transform us. How do we do that? We take drugs. No, that won't work. Trust me, I've tried that. Actually, some drugs may help for a day or two, but then you quickly forget what opened and you go back to your same old habits. So they don't really work. What matters is this, right here and now. Just take a moment. Let the body shake a bit if you need to. Give yourself some freedom. Let out a few ha's. Just look around. I'm here now. Okay. And something in me has elected of all possibilities to sit down or lay down and click a button that's beginning this review. Give that a breath for a moment. You're not on your way to a bar. You're not turning on the television. You're not lost in worry about this, that, or the other thing. You have chosen to click a button and enter into this virtual space in which I and countless others are electing to come together to become open to immersing in this pathway where it began with the Jeshua letters. And already in our opening darshan and review, we've probably come to realize he's packed a lot of important depth into these simple statements. The journey of studentship is the journey of unpacking what's been offered and digesting them so the light and wisdom within them become our being. That's the journey, just the way it is. You've elected to come here. So let's take a deep breath right now. This is where I choose to be. All the places and layers of consciousness I could be playing around with right now, something in me is electing to be here. Let's honor that by giving it space, by allowing it to have a chance to rest into clarity, to relaxation, so that together we can receive what will unfold in this review. To do that, I now can close my eyes, don't have to, but maybe close the eyes to feel the body even more clearly, to be less distracted, and just notice the body as it is, where it is now. Yeah, got a little sniffle, And my left neck is a little tight, whatever may be going on. I'm feeling a little agitated, so that energy move through. I am right where I choose to be. Let gravity relax the body downward into the support of the chair, the bed, wherever you may be. And just notice it. Right here, right now. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's no life-threatening event going on that requires all of my attention. The walls are up. The electricity is working. The body is supported. Right here, right now, in truth, nothing is missing. Just cultivating through the practice of presencing with love's breath, cultivating this awareness that there is in fact support. In fact, support is always present. I'm always supported, given the light and all the potentiality to choose, to generate frequencies, experiences, worlds, reactions, fears, doubts, and I'm given all I need to be supported to awaken from the dream I chose to dream so long ago. Just the feeling that here and now I am supported. Can I rest into that? Like resting into a recliner, right here and now. And as I do that, the body softens. There's a sense of settling down. Energy becomes less fragmented. Even the mind will begin to rest where the body is. And then just notice how the body's breathing. Now we can drop in that beautiful pebble. I want, or I choose, to receive the breath deeply. I can bring awareness down to the lower belly, let it relax, and as I receive the next in-breath, I can feel the belly expand like a balloon and roll over into the out-breath. Seems so simple, but with practice we notice how much difficulty we can have. My stomach's tight. I can't even feel that area. I breathe with my chest. What if these are all symptoms of fragmentation, of not being whole, of not being at peace? When I can let the breath flow into the belly deeply, roll over into not breath rhythmically, I've used the mind to desire something. I've dropped a pebble in, the body has responded, and it begins to change something. As I breathe deeply and rhythmically, the diaphragm drops, and something happens even in the nervous system. The body returns the signal to the mind, all is well, relax, open. It's a physiological, energetic response. As I make my home in the breathing, I do begin to unwind. Something begins to change mysteriously in my consciousness. My awareness becomes more present. And as it relaxes, it becomes more open. And in openness, the field of intelligence from which I arise can operate more efficiently. I'll see things I didn't see before. I can have ahas, revelations. So this very first step of Shalu, which is prayer, making my home in the breathing. It may take 2 minutes to feel this quality of relaxed flow. It may take 20 minutes, depending on our state of being. Yet each time I elect to leave the field of the mind and return to the breath, I am in fact practicing the core of what he teaches. Now is the ripe time to make my home in the universal breathing. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and then all things will be added unto you. First things first. We have a mantra in the pathway: breath first, mind last. Heart and feeling in between, because breath, heart, feeling, opening to spaciousness is what allows the mind to recant, relent, let go of being a separation device, and it too can be transformed into a servant of the heart. Breath first, mind last. All that grasping through concept and idea, maybe it's time to relax into being. So as we do that now, just feeling that beautiful rhythmic flow, I'm literally enacting and practicing the first trinity of the Lord's Prayer. I'm attuning, I'm entering real prayer, which is attunement, being at rest in this field. I'm breathing, I'm making my home in the breathing. Holy breath, rhythmically practice with great awareness, softening into it, is the first trinity of the Lord's Prayer. The field of light is all around me. Heaven is here now. I rest into it as I breathe the breath of God. And the breath of God breathes me. It's a simple mantra you can use as you sit to breathe. I breathe the breath of God. The breath of God breathes me. There's a quality of softening. The more we practice, the more we're aware of what it's like, what it feels like to truly be melting and resting into spaciousness, into presence, and away from the furtiveness of the grasping, thinking mind, the ego, the personality mind. We're moving from the wave to the depth of the ocean.